want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. Is investing in the stock market considered gambling? Does it matter what I invest in and what happens to my money due to my investment decisions? Now, again, please understand, I am not an investment advisor. I do not have any education formally in what we know as economics or anything of this manner, but I do somewhat claim to be a theologian. So let's address this from a biblical perspective. In what we know as the book of Ecclesiastes, whom we know as Solomon, makes it very clear to take our resources and make sure, according to him, that they are in 5 or 6 different baskets. He was actually speaking of investing. In Proverbs 31, the righteous woman, it talks about that she takes her family's resources and she invests them. Matthew chapter 25. There's a famous parable of the talents where when the one person hid his money in the ground, Jesus' interpretation or response was, you could have at least given it to the bank so it would have gained usury or interest. I think there's actually biblical evidence that the Lord is not against what we know as, quote, investing. He encouraged it at some level. In fact, the Bible has over 2,500 passages that talk about how to handle our money. That's more passages than the first and the second coming combined. Why is that? Because even in the Sermon on the Mount, what did Jesus say? He said that we will either love God or mammon, but we can't love both. We have this struggle with finances and money. And I don't find any place biblically where investing our money is wrong. In fact, Proverbs talks about leaving an inheritance to your children's children. I think the key to the question is twofold. Number one, realizing that no matter how well you invest your money, you can't take it with you. There's no amount of money that you can somehow take with you to eternity. It's a tool that the Lord allows us to use here on the earth. The second thing is this. When we invest our money, even though we may not know all of the minutiae and such, I do think it is wise to be a good steward of our money and invest it in things that hopefully may not necessarily be honoring to the Lord, but they're not promoting debauchery and open rebellion. So all that being said, in my own life, I have resources that are, quote, an investment. I'm not expecting to take them to heaven with me. And if I lose all my money, so be it. It is what it is. The Lord will take care of me. He said, give us this day our daily bread. And at the end of the day, I do my best, though I know that they're not completely invested in completely sanctified, holy engagements. I do try to make it a point to make sure that I'm not openly, knowingly investing in things that I would find contrary to Scripture. Great question. Hopefully, from a non-economic perspective, it was addressed. If you have a question, send it to AskJeff.net, and maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.